Hello, hello. Welcome back to my little creative desk. Last week I almost promised you to show how I made the no-sew journal, the one that I am making for myself for next year. I've already put some little bits and pieces in. But basically it's completely no-sew, unless, of course, like me, you like to do a little bit of slow stitching. But you don't have to. It's all for decoration. So I thought I would try to show you today. It's only the second time I'm making this, so bear with. If I make mistakes, you'll know what not to do, as usual. I have made the cover, just a paper bag with some fabric. I'll decorate that later. I am going to reinforce the spine with this. So I have a hard spine and soft cover. I like the soft covers. And I have prepared 2 signatures. Very simple. But if you want me to, or if you want a full tutorial, I will put that up here. So if you click on that, it'll take you to my tutorial when this video has finished. So that's the 2 signatures. And I have prepared some fabric strips to put the signatures in or on the cover. I'm using fabric because I feel there's a little bit of give. It'll hold with guarantee, whereas paper, it might, depending on how heavy your pages are gonna be, paper can, break. So I'll use fabric. I do use paper here, but again, it will hold because there's a lot of them, if you know what I mean. It'll hold the whole thing together, whereas these are going to hold a whole signature. So there's a bit more strain on that. Enough rambling. I've made this to cover the this piece of cardboard, and I have this piece. First of all, I'll say the spine is 1.5 inches. I've made this piece 2.5 inches, and I've made these 2 pieces, which are 2 inches each, and they go on the outside of each signature. So they'll go here, the other one at the back, and this one in the middle. So this one needs to obviously be wider than the front and the back. simply because we have this little space here between the signatures. So this one is 2 inches. And so this one goes in the middle. But before I glue it to the spine here, I'm going to glue these two together. So that'll go in the middle. And I'm not, it just needs to hold while I'll just do a basic stitch here. So it just needs to hold while I'm doing that. I could put it on here, so at least I know it's going on the right place. Just like that. And I'll just find the middle here. Like this. So before I put that on, I'll just make a little, oh, maybe 2. No. What do I want with this one? I hadn't really decided. I'll just put it up the middle like I did on the other one. Doesn't have to be very precise. Just like this. I'm glad I've got the feeling back in my fingers. They've been so cold today. It's freezing here in Britain. Compared to, we've had a very mild autumn, to be fair, but now all of a sudden it's below freezing, so we're walking around with blue faces. I may be exaggerating a little bit, but you know what I mean. It's got really cold all of a sudden. I think I chose a very thick needle for this. Oh, it's a bit difficult. It may be the glue as well. It's not quite dry. So that's playing up a bit. But it's fine. As long as we've got some hold, because I don't have any fabric glue. So I'm just using my normal glue. So far that's turned out okay. There we go. All done. So that was the middle here. And I think I could, because I'm not gonna stitch on these, so I think I'll glue this on. I may just take the glue stick and just to get out to the edges, I'll use this. There we go. And I think I will just fold this over, because that way I can see where I've made 2 lines here, so I can see where to put the spine. See if I can get this to hold. Nope. Yeah, that'll be fine. This, of course, will be glued to the cover, so that won't go anywhere. Like that. Yeah, that's fine. So I think I will put the signatures on before I put these on. That way I'm sure that I'm certain that there's enough space on the outside here. I should probably glue yeah, I'll glue this on the cover, because I need to make sure that I get the height just right, because I haven't left a lot of room between or from the cover to the signatures. It's almost the same size, it's only a few millimeters difference. So I need to make sure that it will fit. Do I cut the excess off or not? I may just cut a little bit off. There we go. I don't think it matters how it's... Nah, that's fine. Little bit of glue stick here in the middle, and I'll use this for the edges. Add a little bit in here as well. Just want to make sure that it'll hold. Let's see if I can get that on as straight as possible. Oh, got my hair in there as well. Where are the lines? They are here. There we go. I just need to check that I can't see the... No, that's fine. You can see the fabric, that's okay. As long as you can't see the card stock I have. Oh, got glue all over. Just need to make sure that is firmly on there. There we go. Yep, I want this for my first signature. And I will put the glue on. Like that. And just make sure that is all the way up to the and also make sure that it's aligned with the cover. Sorted. And we'll put this one on here first and then glue it to the cover. Normally I would let everything dry before I continue, because that makes it a little bit easier, to be fair. But we haven't got time for that today. There we go. I think I'll put the glue on the fabric here. All the way to the edge. And then a little bit here as well. And press that down. Like that. See, that's what's the first signature. So, see, that's why I want to make it sure it's dry before I go to the next one. There we go. I think I can continue here. Let's do it. But that is basically what I did with my journal for 2026. I had three signatures on that one, or in that one. But you can, I don't know if you should do more than 3. I mean, in theory you can. I suppose you can put more than 3 in. Maybe it's just because I think 3 signatures that's my limit. I don't think I would go and do more than that. It's a nice number, and 3 suits me. Let's see, how does that look? Looks all right, doesn't it? There we go. And we can put this on. This is going to be a nice little journal, I think. It's got a nice size. just looking at it, I'm not sure what size it is actually. I haven't done the measurements. There we go. Oh, it sticks to me instead of the paper. Oh, there we go. And the last one. What I like about these no-sew journals is, first of all, they're easy to make, but it's also so easy to adjust them to what you prefer. It's so easy to either take pages out or put new pages in, and they lay nice and flat when you write in them. But obviously when you get to the last page and these are full, it's gonna be... Oh, I got glue all over here. There will be that different in the height, so I don't think that's a problem. I just put a book or something under this. But as you can see, if you want to use it mostly for writing, then I think this is a perfect one. As I've said, I'm not so keen on writing. I do a little note here and there, and sometimes I have a lot to say, so maybe a half page or something like that. But I like to use the pockets and tuck spots and, you know, fill my journals with that. Just so you can see, if you have a page that's too big, just fold it up, and you can either make pockets or leave it like this and just have this fold down, so you have a bit of extra space here. Same thing, if it sticks out too much, you can either fold it over or make a gusset like this, just to create a bit of interest. I don't know, should I cut? Yeah, I think I will just trim this a little bit. And the other side, as you can see, it's so easy to adjust it. Where's the middle? That's here. We can take a little bit more off here as well. Oh. But as I said, it's so easy to put extra pages in. Just make hinges again. This page, as you can see, that's what's Edith Holden. I had these 2 pages and they weren't attached in the middle, so I just put a piece of washi tape to put them together, and then you can put them in. And you can continue to do that. If you need a page here and there, you can put it in. If you need a page taken out, it's easy to do so. Just take it out, and I would probably cut here and then glue this down to either side. That's so easy. You don't have to worry about if it's sewn in. You have to check where the other corresponding page is laid on. So I think this makes it much easier. This is my favorite way to make journals at the moment anyway. It could change, but and when this dries properly, it just needs working through a couple of times, and then we are all sorted. So yeah, all I need to do now is decorate the front. I need to just adjust the pages here so they don't stick out. Let's see, I could do that, couldn't I? What do we need? Is that enough? Yeah, that's fine. Again, it doesn't have to be precise. We are just winging it, or I am. You know me by now. It's, what does this look like? Yeah, I need to take some of this. And the other side as well. So yeah, that's how you can just adjust as you go along. See, I need to take more of these as well. I'm not going to do that because you have already seen me do the most important thing, which was just putting it all together. And the rest is, yeah, to your preference. I mean, any way you want to decorate, or as you can see, it's so nice and flat. Here's another book page, or note paper. It was way too big, so this will be, I'll probably glue here, so we have a little tuck spot here, and there's a mini pocket there, and junk mail. So you can use anything to put in. Of course you can with every, no matter how you choose to put your signatures in. That's the beauty of junk journaling, isn't it? I think I'll continue to adjust the pages, but I will leave you to it, and I will see you next time. Bye.